It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Lauren Freemantle with Hunter News. There's still lane closures affecting Cardiff motorists following yesterday's burst water main at a busy intersection. Moneybung Road remains closed for eastbound traffic between Pendlebury and Macquarie Roads, while Mile Road is closed eastbound between Macquarie Road and Newcastle Street. Crews have been working through the night to repair the damage, however at this stage there's still a hole in the road. The chaos was all caused by a 500mm pipe which ruptured early yesterday morning, causing flooding on the road and cut off tap water to nearby homes and businesses. A former teacher at a school in West Wallsend has been charged with several historic assault offences. The now 83-year-old man was arrested at his Hamilton South home yesterday and charged with 6 counts of indecent assault on a female under the age of 16. It's alleged the offences were committed in the 1970s and 80s towards 3 teenage girls. He's been granted bail to face Newcastle Court on Thursday. Maitland Council could be brought in line with its Newcastle counterpart tonight as councillors vote on whether to introduce a bulk waste collection service for residents. The idea has been thrown around in meetings since 2009, never being introduced. However, with independent support, it's hoped residents who don't have trailers or utes won't have to lug bulky waste to the tip themselves anymore. Independent councillor Philip Penfold says the on-call service is a more frugal option than a scheduled pickup for entire neighbourhoods.
I think we need definitely an on-call service. This is not a service that everybody needs, and I don't think it's a service that where we want to see whole neighbourhoods leave rubbish out on the curbside all at once. I think we can arrange some sort of on-call service. So I look forward to talking to the councillors, debating this issue, and forward to implementing a service that's an on-call service, minimises the ugly look, minimises the risk.
Police say over 320 cannabis plants were discovered at a home in Aberglasslyn yesterday during a bust of a major hydroponic setup. They attended a home on Honeysuckle Drive to execute a search warrant, finding the house had been altered with fake internal walls, a drying room and growing lights. They seized 22 kilos of loose cannabis leaf in addition to the plants of all maturities and are appealing to the public for information about the property. A long-winded legal battle between mining company Glencore and the company controlling the Port of Newcastle has now come to an end following a decision from Australia's High Court. It relates to a dispute between the two, sparked by a Port of Newcastle decision to introduce higher shipping charges. Glencore is one of the port's biggest customers and objected to the increase, while now the High Court has ruled it won't intervene on the port's behalf. Glencore is welcoming the ruling, however the two parties are now undergoing mediation with the ACCC. HMRI are calling for pregnant women around the Hunter in their second trimester to trial a smartphone app that assists with diet control during pregnancy. The app uses augmented reality to show recommended food choices for pregnant women whilst monitoring carbohydrate intake in an attempt to decrease health risks. Dietitian and PhD candidate Hannah Brown says the feedback for the app has so far been positive.
Diet is really important during pregnancy. We're finding that the pregnant women are really enjoying using the app. They're finding it really easy to use. It's making them more aware of how much food they're eating, and they're also really enjoying the nutrition information in the app. And that's because it's specifically tailored for pregnant women, and it's using evidence-based resources, again, to ease that confusion.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
Newcastle Jets CEO Laurie McKinnon hopes to attract a bigger crowd for Newcastle's upcoming grand final qualifier than the 2300, which watched the Mariners go down to the Jets in the major semi-final a decade ago. The Jets are guaranteed second spot, sitting on 37 points, which leaves them 10 clear of third place Melbourne City. Newcastle Knights hooker Slade Griffin says despite the setback of Connor Watson's shoulder injury, Maitland-born playmaker Brock Lamb is ready to step up as his replacement. Griffin says there's always competition for players to gain positions on the field, but feels Lamb is ready.
You need that competitiveness there, and you're always going to be tested through your depth through the year, and to bring a player of Brock's calibre in, I'm sure he'll do a good job while Connor's out.
And Newcastle trainer Jason Deemer hopes the wide open spaces of home will help Bonami seal a provincial championships final spot on Saturday. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 36, 40, 24, 41, 30 and 13, and the supplementaries are 3 and 39. 2NURFM News Time 26 to 9.